background making this possible. And also thanks to the previous speaker who talked about cars and autonomous driving. I have a good connection to my talk now. When you buy such a car, you want to have it in perfect quality. You don't want to have some production flaws in there. You don't want to have any troubles on quality. And we are the guys who are doing quality control in manufacturing processes. We are a research company located in Austria. RECENT is the Research Center for Non-Destructive Testing. So we are developing technologies for quality inspection, quality characterization, materials characterization in industries, in very wide range of industries. That's what we are doing. We're looking into it. We develop new technologies to really see into materials and to test things which are not visible to the people who are doing the production work in the industries. We gain insights into the materials in a novel and non-destructive ways. And today I want to show you quite a set of examples to give you an insight what could be meant by this. We are working with quite a lot of different industries and industrial branches. You might know some names shown here. We cannot show all the names we are working with, but you will realize they are names from all over the world. We are quite a small company located in Austria, but we are working with companies abroad. And we are working, as I said, in many industrial branches. You can also look this up on our website or scan the QR code. This is an insight on some of the branches where we have ideas what to do for those. And also a link to our website to give you the opportunity to get your information yourself. We have issued quite a lot of technology offers trying to show what those technologies, and I don't want to tell you something about technologies today, just for applications, what those technologies can do in terms of applications. So what can we do in terms of measurement of non-destructive hardness, penetration depth, of spectroscopy for chemical processes, for bonding processes, for temperature measurement, and so on. So you can browse this on your own. And now for the rest of the presentation, I try to start at the end with the take-home message. I want to show you that inline sensing, non-destructive testing, NDT, and PAT, the process analytical technologies, so sensing applied directly in the process, and not only the idea of having some object taken from the process and put it to the lab and do some analytics there, but really having the measurement and sensing technologies included inline in the process, that those technologies not only build a basis for quality, but also for the Green Deal, for green industry, for green production. You include sensing in your process, you build knowledge, you have real-time sensing data for your digitalization. And based on this, you boost efficiency of your process, and boosting efficiency in terms of raw material usage, in terms of energy consumption, in terms of processing times. All this supports the Green Deal. And inline sensing means utilize all your senses, utilize all sensing technologies, and think beyond time, pressure, temperature, presence of some stuff, counting, weighing, all that. I'll show you examples. And when talking about digitalization, sometimes digitalization just covers everything up. And the idea is, I make everything digital, I have machine parameters, I have machine data. But we say stop. Also think about obtaining real-life data and rely on real-life data if you can get it. And with this take-home message at the beginning of the talk, I'll show you some examples. That will be the rest. And for the first, hardening depth. When we have heard the talk about automotive industry, when you have cars, you have many hardened parts, for example, a crankshaft. And when you want to see or to know what's the profile of the hardened surface, you have to take one, cut it open, make an etch and the polished etching like this, and you see what's the situation inside. Or you can easily do the same job with a technology called laser ultrasound. It's contactless, it's non-destructive, and I get about the same information. You see the pictures are quite showing the same structure, what is inside the material without even touching it. So you really can do it inline in the process. And if you're wondering, those little pictures on the right side of the screen here, this is the relation and the link to the tech offers relating to exactly those topics on our website. Another example, also from the world of metals, potentially also in cars, but also in any heavy industries. If you have weld seams, it's always interesting to know the quality of the weld seams. If you know the quality, you can again optimize the process and also the products. You need perhaps less material to do the same to provide or to ensure the same performance. If you really can guarantee the quality, we again can apply a technology to see the quality of the weld seam in line quite after doing this soldering, this welding process, and you see any cracks or any voids in the weld seam, and we can guarantee the quality. With this example, we are jumping to a field of application more interesting perhaps for aeronautic industries, but more and more also for automotive, CFRP, composites, carbon fiber reinforced polymers. But those have the issues that already a little impact might destroy the inner structure. It destroys the integrity of the part. And in this case, we built an artificial plate or a CFRP plate with artificial defects. And we again did a complete contactless scanning, non-destructive way of seeing into the material. In this video, which is running here in the loop, you see in different depths on different places, different artificial defects we brought into this plate. A nice example is multi-layer films, as everybody is working with those. For example, in your fridge, I'm completely sure you have quite a set of high-tech objects. These packaging polymer films are often 7 layers of polymers, or more or less, depending on the application. And we can do an imaging of the structure of those inner layers you see here of a packaging plastic film, a transparent film, showing here a 5-layer structure on the top welded to a 3-layer structure beneath. And it's quite interesting for the manufacturers of such packaging films to know about the thickness of each individual layer, as perhaps the inner layer, the most inner, is the most expensive. But it's again the most important for having a functional product. So if you have to make it 10 micrometers, you want to make it 10 micrometers and not 11, as this saves 10% of your costs. But if you're making it 9, the quality of the food packaged into this material will degrade earlier. So you have to measure it. We can do it inline. We can generate those images in real time inline during the fabrication of the film. We can do it with an OCT system, about 50 kilo euros, 50,000 euros. Or we also can apply another technology if the boundary conditions are fine, and then we can do the same job for only about 4 kilo euros. So often there are different methods available to reach the same goal. When you have thicker structures, for example, in multi-layer extrusion of pipes, this might be plastic tubes for building applications. And you're interested again to have exact measurement of the layer thickness of those multi-layer structure. We use another technology. In this case, it's called terahertz technology. We use other photonic electromagnetic waves and do about the same job. We have a little bit poorer resolution, but we can penetrate thicker materials and really see the interior structures there. Or we have a coated wire, metal wire with a polymer coating on top. Then we take OCT technology and can show you the thickness, the structure of the wire, and any inline defects, any holes, any pores, which perhaps might degrade the electric performance of the wire. And again, you see all those structures and those defects. You can do this quality control inline during your manufacturing process.
3 minutes.
Another example here, fiber reinforced polymers, as I showed earlier with this video running on the plate with the artificial defects. Here in this case, we are applying a low-cost spectroscopic sensor to monitor the flow of the resin for impregnation, and also can monitor the hardening, the curing. So also an interesting task to do during manufacturing of such elements. And one very novel and highly requested technology for industry is measurement of temperatures at high temperatures directly in industries, perhaps in all metal manufacturing or metal work in industries. This is a technology we developed completely new. We can measure temperatures above 200 degrees and up to several thousand degrees with high accuracy and nearly no influence or no disturbing influence of any material properties. Completely new on the market. Drying is another topic. You always invest lots and lots of energy into drying processes when you have to do some drying in food production or in, there are many application examples in industries. Drying process monitoring is also done by infrared spectroscopy and is very versatile and very wide applicable in industry. Another example to show you the application of coating analysis, again with OCT, is here from tablet coatings. And in this case, another perhaps interesting link to Philon on the internet. We did a spin-off company here with this technology. So if you are in need of any pharmaceuticals, perhaps they are produced with OCT technology from Resent inside. In chemicals, we are really working in a wide range of cooperation projects. You see some of the logos also here. And one very interesting thing is that we brought the costs for infrared spectroscopy down from about 40,000 euros to 4,000 euros by application of microspectrometer technology, as you see it here in the picture. So with this, I'm back to the take-home message I put to the beginning. Take inline sensing, NDT and PUT to optimize processes and to work towards the Green Deal. Utilize all your sensing and do not only rely on machine parameters and machine data. I tried to show you some examples to make it easier to have some idea what this guy means when talking about NDT. And I hope you can take this take-home message with you, and we can always support. Resent develops the sensing and Resent develops the data to do exactly this job. With this said, thanks to my colleagues, thanks to all our sponsors and our project partners in all those research projects, thanks to Photonics Austria. It's a very great network where we, with our photonics technologies, feeling quite well. You can look, this is commercials now. Look at our website, Entity for Industry, Resent AT, Entity for Industry, and book your seat in our online meetings to learn more.